There's been quite a few people reporting on this lately saying that it's game changing. I mean, they're literally using that phrase, saying that these new canisters mean that you could, in theory, drive a hydrogen-powered car forever without stopping. Now, obviously, that's wrong. There will be a need to stop. You've got to swap the canisters over. But Toyota is saying that this will revolutionize the industry, and it will prove them right. It'll prove them right that actually it's not EVs that are the future of the automotive industry. It's hydrogen-powered cars. This is their solution. I've got to say, I think it's pretty cool. I don't think it'll work, but it is a significant improvement over Toyota's ridiculous attempts to kind of become a fossil fuel producer and join with companies, or basically join with big oil companies to build out their hydrogen networks. That, in my opinion, is pure fantasy. This is their next idea. It's sort of a variation of that idea. Many people are saying it will work. I believe it will be a complete failure. But here's what Toyota are planning on doing. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. Great to have you with us. And thanks for tuning in. BMW and Toyota both believe that the future of the automotive industry is going to be powered by hydrogen. That is true. I'm not making that up. That's what they believe. Toyota have a concept which is swappable hydrogen fuel cells that can extend EV range without pit stops. Without pit stops. Now, that's not true, obviously. You do need to stop to swap over the canister or whatever it is. But Japanese automobile giant Toyota has unveiled their swappable hydrogen fuel cartridges at the ongoing Japanese Mobility Biz Week as part of their research and development efforts in the clean energy space. Now, during that weekend, the CEO of Toyota also said that electrification will destroy millions of jobs. The way to save them is internal combustion or hydrogen fuel cells. That's what they claim anyway. Now, I believe that's probably more of a reference to the Japanese automotive industry being destroyed, probably by the Chinese automotive industry. Anyhow, Toyota envisions that it's easier to carry cartridges could help power electric vehicles that are powered by hydrogen, and also even homes with clean hydrogen in the future. Now, could this happen? In theory, is it economically sensible? No, of course. Basically, the idea here that Toyota is saying is that we use all the excess, we use renewable energy to create hydrogen. Then we use that hydrogen to power our cars. But that process of converting that energy into hydrogen has massive losses. And the efficiency of an electric car versus a hydrogen-powered car, well, they're twice as efficient. So really, it doesn't make financial sense to do it this way instead of just doing it with an electric car. But obviously, Toyota thinks it does. Maybe I'm missing something. Don't email me if you think that I am, because I don't think you're right. Now, hydrogen has the potential to be the ultimate clean energy source in the future, thanks to its high energy density and ability to generate power without any carbon emissions. But let's be clear here, transported easily, say Toyota, and therefore it is being explored as an option for flying aeroplanes as well. Unlike EVs, which Toyota says need a few hours of charging time, even though obviously they don't. You can charge your EV in about 20 minutes on average, and some EVs now in up to 10 minutes. Fuel cell vehicles can hit the road right away after a fueling stop. However, to achieve this, a network of hydrogen pumping stations needs to be built first. Keep in mind, the same technology exists for electric cars as well, in a different way. And that is, companies like NIO and even Cadel, SAIC. There's different car companies now in China that they build EVs with a swappable battery pack. And you can swap out the battery in around 3 minutes. It's actually a very, very similar concept to what Toyota has created with their swappable hydrogen fuel cells. The previous experiences rolling out fossil fuels and EV charging stations have shown, says hydrogencentral.com, that building a network is time-consuming and reaching remote areas can be difficult. Like EVs, this can create anxiety with fuel cell vehicles as well, thereby slowing their adoption. Massive anxiety for people who own hydrogen cars in California. In fact, so many people in California have sold their cars at a loss of more than 80% because of the enormously difficult situation they're in. which is, often they can barely find any way to get hydrogen. Toyota's solution to this problem is carrying fuel in cartridges, making it easier to swap in vehicles while carrying it on board when required. So Toyota is saying you can even carry some of these cartridges in your vehicle. If you'd like to carry a bomb in your vehicle, you can do so. When I say a bomb, it is quite literally a bomb. And I've gotten emails in the past, people saying, no, a hydrogen-powered car is not a bomb. And then, in the war in Ukraine, the Ukrainians purchased some Toyota Mirais and used them as bombs. So yes, they are literally, can be used as a bomb. Toyota debuted the concept of a hydrogen car with their subsidiary company, Woven. Toyota debuted the concept of carrying hydrogen on board with their subsidiary company, Woven, in 2022, and will showcase improvements to the product at Mobility Biz Week. In a press release, the company said it has improved the portable cartridge by reducing the size and weight of the hydrogen tanks. The newly unveiled cartridges are so light that they can be carried by hand or in a specially designed backpack. So the idea is that future Toyota hydrogen car owners could carry these swappable cartridges on board during long road journeys and completely avoid a fuel stop. Now, Toyota isn't limiting the application to vehicles alone, but it remains to be seen if governments would regulate this and approve it, because if one of these vehicles was to have an accident, it could be absolutely catastrophic. Imagine you're carrying 10 of these, you're going on a really long road trip, carrying 10 of these hydrogen backpacks in your car. Well, there's a recipe for an incredible disaster there. Because of its easy to use carry size, the cartridge can also power homes during a power outage, says Toyota, or even daily functions like cooking. Toyota demonstrated a potential use of the technology by powering a cooking stove in collaboration with Rinnai at the ongoing event. In the future, instead of diesel generators, one could see hydrogen-fueled power generators firing up in case of a power outage during emergencies, which is what we already see with batteries. Obviously, Toyota is probably maybe not aware that actually it's what's being used at homes already. Batteries, Tesla Powerwalls, BYDs, power stations, home batteries. They're basically doing this at the same time, and their costs are coming down significantly. They're very, very cheap. You don't need anyone to deliver you your hydrogen. Now, of course, this would benefit Toyota because then you would still be in their network, right? And they would be able to sell you the hydrogen. And that's what Toyota's plan is, not just to sell you the hydrogen-powered car, but also to sell the hydrogen to you as well. A bit like Tesla. Tesla obviously sells cars, and then they'll sell you the fuel at their Tesla supercharger station. But the difference is with Tesla, you don't have to use a Tesla supercharger to charge your electric car. You can charge it yourself at home. You can charge it anywhere. There's billions of different places in the world you can charge an electric car without being stuck within the Tesla's network. But if you were to buy a Toyota vehicle using these hydrogen cartridges, you would have no choice but to buy them from Toyota. A little bit like Apple on their network, right? When you buy an Apple product, you're kind of stuck with Apple. If you think this is a great idea and you'd like to be, stuck with Toyota, and I know a lot of people would actually, then you know what? Maybe this is for you. But if you have a brain, then probably time to move away from Toyota as a brand, because the company, honestly, in my opinion, are in big, big trouble. Thanks for watching.